Well, welcome back to Trekyards, guys. We are here to talk about some new cool stuff. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Coggins, and yes, we were introduced to a new prop, new bit of classic tech in this last episode of Picard. But my question to you is, Stuart, did you even notice it?
I did.
It's almost
actually.
blink and you'll miss it. How it's
Yeah.
kind of played.
Yeah. Today we're looking at the new tricorder that we see in Picard episode 3. Oh, season 2, episode 3.
Tricorder, you say? That's exciting, you know. Almost perfection. Don't know how you can improve on this, really. It is just gorgeous. So, excited to see what they do new. Now, we did see a tricorder sort of in Season 1. Although, as I know, the Season 1 team was more inclined to change the look of things rather than, you know, there was a bit more of a changey vibe. And it was an old one, and it was seen really in concept art, but in a little bit of a shot. It's a medical one, so lots of caveats there. This one, though, filled with caveats as well, because it's a Confederation Star Corps tricorder, not a Starfleet. And given their phaser is completely different, we can't call this prime canon in any way. There's no reason to say this is the tricorder of Picard era, but we'll see. We'll see, I'm sure, later on in the thing. So here is the first picture. Here's all the best pictures of it in both its folded and straight configuration. Because I also noticed it when it first came along, feeling very much like the classic tricorder, and then later Raf used it upright. I'm like, oh, it's just a phone. So visually, it creates two very different vibes. One's exciting, one's just, it's a phone.
I like it. I really like the look of it. I like the black. I like the foldy bit. I like the full screen. I think it's a really cool design. But like you said, it's Confederation tech.
Well, in fairness, all they have to do is make it silver, and it'd be a prime tricorder, because tricorders are silver. That's probably all you need to do. And more lights, because it's kind of strange. There are no blinking lights. There is the same grill at the front, but no lights. And it's like, guys, at least put that in post. You have it. I guess someone turned the LED off that day.
I agree with that. I think it's funny that they're going back to 2024 and this is the tricorder. So if you're using it, it's not going to look obvious because it's literally just like a smartphone. So
yes, yeah. Literally just like a smartphone. Why did you say that and laugh, Stuart? Why do I say that and you laugh, Stuart?
So I say that because I happen to know that there is a Samsung, I forget the model number, but it's a folding phone. Yeah, the Galaxy Flip with the folding screen. And it's essentially just that, just with like an extra shell put on top of it.
Yes, here's a picture of that. The bevel's clearly visible.
Yeah, even the camera is.
Even the camera is, which is pretty amazing. Now, what's great about this is that it very much falls in line with the bridge of the Stargazer, which has the curved LCAR. So that is beautiful. And it's amazing that modern tech is good enough to go in. It's a fully flippable phone. It can be straight, can be whatever. It can clip, and it got good reviews. The first one was a bit less good, but they apparently using the Z Flip 3, which is more modern. And when you do that, you can make the entire screen a screen, and you get full body LCARs you can see. And there's a lot of real estate for a relatively small size.
And I think it's a fantastic design for a tricorder. It's a great idea. I just wish it wasn't already in existence.
Well, yeah, my feeling is it's a tremendous idea. You just need a slightly more interesting shell around it. I mean, in the straight mode, it's a phone. Like, there's nothing there. So it's depending on the actors to what they do. But honestly, they need more of those additional elements, the additional LEDs, the blinkies at the back for sure. I don't know why they're not on. And it's pretty close. Wow, that's very close.
Well, this is made by somebody online that I saw last night, and I downloaded it.
That's surreal.
So,
Stuart, you've got a tricorder.
I do.
But I think it just needs a few extra, like it needs that lip at the top. I know you got the easy in and out of the phone, but at the top it needed a piece of resin over it to have like these blinking lights, just additional blinkies to give it some life. Otherwise, it is just a smartphone, which to me looks less advanced than this, because this feels super snazzy. Just this is lets down being a small screen. That's just a piece of plastic phone. So it needs to be a bit more of a hybrid. As a first version, it's tremendous, but they definitely need to make a prime version with a bit more of a tricorder life, even though they tried somewhat, but all the way.
That's one of the issues I've had with all the tricorders is such a small display screen and
big for the times, Stuart.
Big operating surfaces, but this is the future. It should be better. So I kind of like the ones that project the hollow image, or the ones we see in Prodigy. Those are cool. But this, I think, is the next evolution. You can reconfigure the buttons on it, the layout to whatever you need, whatever you're scanning. I think it's a better idea. You know what I mean?
When it's real.
Just have the full screen. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I just wish it had more of the actual tricorder elements added on. That would have helped. Bulking up is a good idea because it adds more space. But that's more just maybe this is a prototype. They decide to go simple and it'll go more because it's not the prime version. But here is a graphic of evolution of tricorders because while it is not a prime one, we can still and therefore you can give it every get out of jail free card. This is the evolution of tricorders from the TNG, so top right to top left to bottom right. TNG tricorder, the refined Voyager tricorder, the Nemesis tricorder pad, the Picard medical tricorder, the new one, and the relativity, which is the future of all these tricorders.
Yeah, the relativity seems like an odd duck in this case.
It's much thinner and smaller, so it definitely feels more advanced. And I've got one, so I know how thin and wow, that is so sleek. It's beyond sleek. Feels more advanced. In terms of the actual tricorder evolution, it's clearly more advanced because it's just smaller. Yeah.
But if you showed me this and said you need to pick one for your away mission, I'd be picking the one from Picard just because it's kind of the aesthetic I like. I like the black. I prefer that to the silver or whatever, but that's just me. But I guess I'm Confederation through and through.
Exactly. There you go. But it's certainly more in line than the Picard Season 1 one, which is feels very...
Well, it's a medical tricorder, though, and I don't think it was Starfleet issue, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Rio said standard Starfleet kit. They had tricorder, hyperspace, so it was a full Starfleet kit. You say that, but the medical one of every other era is just the same tricorder with a thing attached, so that there is no variation in medical to non-medical, really. Crushers has the bit on top, but that's just to put the thing in. So, well, it's a fine. It feels more Kelvin. If that was a Kelvin TNG tricorder, I'd think yes, 100%. So it didn't definitely fit design-wise. It's closer, I guess, to the Nemesis one, but went in a weird direction. So at least they've got a more familiar vibe now. Seeing Girardi hold it felt extremely natural. It's just missing those extra blinkies, extra life, especially being all black. It just gets lost in the scene, very much so. So I'm really hoping that we see the same prop enhanced a bit in silver, and then people can make their own it's expensive. People can make resin 3D, make 3D print versions of things, but if you want this active, these phones are really expensive. They're the most expensive phones because they're cutting edge technology. But people could literally have a workable tricorder, but they're just, that buy-in's rather expensive.
Somebody needs to do a tricorder app, but for this display configuration and screen, I think that'd be cool.
But yeah, definitely very smart. Needs a bit more Star Trek in this edition. But yeah, hopefully we'll see a prime version as well. And it'd be fun to see a 3D modeled version by a fan that kind of takes, because you know the exact dimensions of it because it's a Z flip. You can very easily read whatever it. It would be fun to see kind of a slightly iterative version that fits better.
Yeah, and I'd be down for getting one. I think they're cool. I really like the design. I really do.
You can imagine at conventions people sell model kits. These two things just add to Z flips. Like, hey, tricorder, Z flip not included.
Yeah, a Star Trek Picard phone case for your phone.
Oh god, can you imagine actually if you actually have one of these and you're a Star Trek fan, you could literally have it as your daily driving phone, and it's like, oh yeah, here's my phone. It's like, there's a tricorder. No, it's actually a phone. Where's both? God, that'd be crazy. Star Trek fans can... Wow, yeah.
We want to hear your thoughts. Would this look better in silver as a prime version? And what did you think of it? Did you notice it at all? And did you realize that it was actually a flip phone? The little camera, the front forward-facing camera kind of gives it away a little bit. But other than that, I think it's cool. So comment down below what you thought about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any breakdown videos or lives that we do. Because we love talking about tech and stuff like this and comparing them. And it's kind of what we do here.
Yeah, and if you want to support what we do and allow us to keep going through seasons 3 of Picard, Stranger Worlds 1 and 2, and all the other shows as well, then Patreon, which is monthly, joining the channel on YouTube, which is almost like Patreon, but not, but still similar. You guys know what I mean. Or one-time donation via Super Chats on the live, which we super rely on, because it wasn't even a pun, it just made sense. Damn it. We really do rely on them to help what we do continue. And of course, PayPal as well at trekyards@hotmail.com. All this stuff, all these links are down below as well. Help any way you can. If you can't, just tune in.
Mm-hmm. So until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.